Should men not allow their wife access to social media after marriage?
It's necessary to stop your wife or your woman from having access to internet. If the woman chooses to allow social media to be a distraction to her, there's nothing you can do about it. If social media is not there, then she will have some other distractions around. So women move around gossiping. I mean, all those whether food get burnt and all that could equally happen. So
they are kidnapping all around. 9,000.
I will not very happy.
My name is Damlari. Online, you're watching Legit TV.
Some men have complained about their wives' attitudes towards them due to the amount of time they spend on their phones. This has caused a lot of troubles in marriages and even in relationships, as some of them say they do not get the required attention they desire from their partner. So we took to the street today to find out, is it right for a man to stop his wife from making use of social media after marriage? I'm Dolakwa Modeni. Keep watching Legit TV.
Considering the fact that we are now in the technology age, is not, I won't say it has a total right to stop her from accessing social media, but rather he could advise the wife on the social media and sites to visit, and as well to confirm before accepting any information she gets from the social media. That is what I think the husband should do. But banning her from social media, it won't work because of the 21st century females we have now. It's not going to work and may aggravate more problems later on in the future. What I can really say for the best is that he should advise the wife on what to do concerning the social media and then confirming information before accepting it. That's all I have to say.
All right, but there are times that some men complain that they don't get the required attention that they deserve from their wives or from their girlfriends and all that. So because they are always on Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp and all of that. So what can you say about that?
About that, I think we have been misusing technology, especially social media, over a long time. Because nowadays, before, without the advent of phones, there's this family gathering we all have, we sit around the table, we gist together. But just take, for instance, a friend of mine sitting in front of me, and then he keeps his phone on the table, or I keep my phone on the table. That has given me the impression already that I shouldn't wait too long, and then I should be fast wherever I want to say, because his phone is there. And even though I'm not there, his phone is there to help him out. So this kind of something I call fake relationship has gotten to each and every one of us. So my advice, or what I feel concerning about that, is that they should both understand themselves and then set parameters for them against the usage of their phones, especially with social media. Set parameters for each other, and perhaps they would come to reach conclusion on all that.
Okay, but what are some of the things that you think, are going on social media that men want their wives to stay away from?
Things that I think that are going on social media that men would likely want their wives to go from is that, one, on the issue of maybe thinking like, oh, the men are cheating against their wives, because this is one of the foremost topics over the decades. Like, oh, if your husband cheats or your boyfriend cheats on you, what will you do? What will be your reaction? And I think guys would always want their girlfriends or their wives to move away from this thinking and then focus on more productive things that could help build their family, even though when they are doing it. So I think they would want them to stay away from sensitive issues as well. They want them to stay away from that. So that's what I think.
I don't see something bad there.
Why don't you say anything bad in social media?
Actually, it has a specific place that I can allow my wife to go through in the social media. Like me, I've been away from Facebook for a long time because of some things I normally see there. I always been in WhatsApp and some little things like a Twitter and all those stuff. I'm not frequently I'm not so
into social media.
Yes, I'm not the kind of person that I used to.
So you don't have a problem if your wife goes to social media?
Of course, there's no problem there. Once you have you understand each other. But by the time you understand each other and you find out that whatever she's looking there is not it's not something that is not supposed not to do. So I give her a free, this word is a free of word.
Okay, so what are the things that you feel she should not be looking at on social media that you think it might ruin your relationship or your marriage?
And one should be gossiping.
Okay.
Then there's some things that I will read in social media that will at times can destabilize or cause an havoc to a marriage.
Things like what?
Like saying, you know, you see some stars, so some celebrities that you'll be having a more passion to that celebrity than your husband. Are you get what I'm trying to say? Anytime get home.
You mean they'll be attracted to a celebrity more than their husband?
Yeah. Some ladies do. You know, when they see celebrities, when they get home, man, I like this guy. I like this. You know, some guys doesn't like just like me. It doesn't. There's no concern about that for me. I'm not interested in the whatever you say, because actually, like me, I know my wife. She's not the one that she's not the a girl that normally likes to be watching something in social media. She doesn't like much in social media than WhatsApp, and she doesn't even go through Twitter, and she only be in Facebook and
okay, but you know that some husbands have complained that when their wives are accessing social media and they need attention, they don't get that much attention that they want because they are busy pressing their phones.
That's because I've said it earlier. You know, if you in a situation whereby your wife admire a celebrity than a husband, so definitely, what do you think? She can do whatever you like. At times, when you want to, that's why some women, like me, I don't like a house girl. That's why some women are so lazy. What is they supposed to have to do? What they're supposed to do? At times they will just give it to a house help. They begin to pressing a phone. Even if the husband called her, baby, what's up? What is really happening? Please get me my destiny. Is on the table. He will be focused on what she's looking, and it can destabilize or cause an havoc to that marriage. So it's very wrong.
I don't think it's necessary to stop your wife or your woman from having access to internet, because there's a lot of things one have to get himself or herself updated on the internet, and trying to keep the woman away from it is as good as pushing the woman backward. So I don't think it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to me.
Okay. But some men do complain that once their woman gets back or something, they don't give them enough attention, or at times food get burnt in the kitchen. So they feel social media is like a distraction.
There is a lot of distraction in life, so it's about the woman to have what she places priority on. So women move around gossiping. I mean, all those whether food get burnt and all that could equally happen. So if the woman chooses to allow social media to be a distraction to her, there's nothing you can do about it. If social media is not there, then she will have some other distraction around. So it's not about social media, it's about the woman herself. Then it's about how you coordinate with your woman. Because of course, if you are so intimate with your wife, I'm sure that she will give you more attention, and the issue of distraction shouldn't be there.
Okay, so imagine you had a bad day at work. You are getting home expecting your woman to be all lovey-dovey, give you all the 100% attention that you deserve, and she just glued to Instagram. You are not getting that attention. How would you react? What would you do?
It won't be a good one, because like you said, after having a bad day at work, but we are all human, of course. You shouldn't transfer aggression. You should be able to understand that we are all not the same. So if she's not giving you the attention, you can call her attention to it. So, and make her understand that today is not really, you can just initiate the discussion. That would distract whatever she's doing there online, and she will understand that my husband is not in a good mood today. Anyway, that's my take on that.
My dear, it depends on individual. That's allow your wife not to have access on social media. It depends on the wife. That doesn't mean that when the wife has access to social media, it will corrupt or food will burnt the food or this and that. You will have you know how to concern yourself. You understand? So it's a free world. Sometimes it's just fun to know what is happening outside there. So that is just it. So allowing your wife not to be in social media or this and that, it doesn't really matter to me. To me, I don't know others, but to me.
Okay, so what happens if your husband gets home one day and you were busy on WhatsApp, chatting with some friends, and then the food got burnt, for example, and he begins to shout all over the place? How would you feel? How would you take it?
Why would someone just be chatting and your food got spoiled? No.
But some people are so engrossed, like that with their phone.
No. That means that person needs. No. For me, it doesn't. How can somebody just because of your chatting, you can't be able to remember that you are cooking something? No. No. I don't believe. I don't believe that because of chatting, one can just burn food or there will be fire. No. I don't believe.
But let's just imagine that it happened to you one day and your husband begins to shout, "Why would you do this? How would you do that?" What will be your reaction? Knowing that maybe it's for the first time that it's happening to you, how would you feel he's shouting on you because of that?
Do you mean that one can just be cooking because of chatting, the thing now points? Does that really happen?
It happens.
I don't think so. Because if it happens, that means I disagree with you. Such thing cannot happen because of chatting. One will be cooking and the thing got burnt, or your room will not got burnt, or because of chatting. No, that person needs to work on him or herself.